So, welcome to Men on Scandal. This is
Mm.
a man's perspective on the scandal that aired tonight, the season premiere. With me is my guest, Troy Johnson. What's going on, man?
What's up, Tony Scott?
Man, nothing, man. I just this scandal, man. It started out strong because Dad took Olivia Pope to the woodshed, man. I mean, he put
Yes, he
on
did.
her on blast,
Yes, yes.
and and then
You did haven't seen somebody battle wits with Olivia like that,
yeah,
but it,
yeah.
it takes a dad to do it.
It did take a dad to do that, right? It takes a strong father, and the man's name is
That's right.
Eli. So I mean, can't be Eli and you be a weak man. You got to be a
No,
strong man to be named Eli. So
he gave her the book of Eli on that one, didn't
man, he told her, "What did I always tell you? What did I always tell?" Because you got to be twice as good to get half. How many times have we
Just to
heard
get
that?
Oh man, that's true. Shonda Rhimes pulled that one out.
Yeah, man.
She channeled that one.
Then he told her, "You're going to get on that plane, hell or high water, and I am hell and I am high water." Now that right there.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the line of the night, but there's another one I got to tell you about a little bit later on, man. But I mean, he wanted her. He had already planned the rest of her life out of the country, right?
Yeah.
He was going to put her on an island.
How about Johannesburg?
Yeah, I mean, he had it all: passports, money. He had everything.
You ain't coming back here, baby. You got to go.
But and I can see where he was coming from because that's his baby. That's still he still loves it. Although they do have a complicated relationship because we find out later that she lost her mother when she was 12 in a plane crash, right?
Yeah.
And we find this out, and it's like, well, and then after her mother died, she never lived in that house again because he kept her in boarding schools.
This is interesting to me that the detail about the central figure of the entire show, Olivia Pope, now comes out in the third season. We've gone so long, and even Cyrus said, "Man, I didn't even know that about her." So it's like you're getting some really interesting nuggets, and of course, just the show definitely ended the season with a bang, and obviously picks up right. There's no breathing; you just get right into it.
I mean, it's a roller coaster ride, man. Make sure that safety bar is across your belly and hang on. So I mean, it's one of those things. But one of the lines of the night, because I thought it was going to be "I'm the hell in the high water," but then comes the line, "The Lord didn't fill out a voter registration card, so he can't vote in the United States of America." I was like, "Damn, Cyrus is the man."
Yes, Cyrus.
Because it takes playing. But that vice president, she talked about the brown baby and the homosexual lifestyle.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Tony, I gotta interject right there because I was listening. I was looking on the computer or something. I'm listening to the vice president. I knew she was speaking to Cyrus, and she said, the whore that you've had, and like you said, the brown baby. And then I looked up. I'm like, oh damn, the president's in the room.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yeah, she was she was airing it out, man. She was.
Oh,
and then we find out the Secret Service, in fact, cannot keep a secret. No. The Secret Service, how ironic, they can't keep a secret. Although we find out later it was all a setup anyway, as far as leaking Olivia Pope's name. What is a kill folder? What is that?
I think a kill folder is, we need some intel on somebody that we want to target. And let's go as deep as we possibly can to find all the angles. And kill folder in this scenario, could it really mean assassination, or could it just mean we gotta, when we unleash these facts, that it's just going to kill this person, essentially.
So character assassination.
Character assassination folder, yes.
See, back in the day, it was called a dossier.
That's stupid, man. It's the 21st century now. People are like, what do that mean?
but we did. But what we did find out in this kill folder is she likes older men.
Yes, she's the silver foxes.
Yes,
and with the silver crew.
Yes,
it does kind of paint her in an interesting light. Olivia Fox, obviously.
Olivia Pope.
I'm sorry, Olivia Pope is what I'm trying to say. Olivia Fox is a fine broadcaster. Olivia Pope is an interesting character, and we can even take this away from the show. Fans of the show love Olivia because of her style, the way that she carries herself. I mean, she's a type A woman running things in a man's world, and I think that's where women connect perhaps with the show, and obviously all the scandal, no pun intended, that's built in.
Right.
But the fact is, when you look in the kill folder, it's like, she's sleeping her way to the top.
You know what? I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing, Troy.
She's sleeping her way to the top.
Man, I thought the same thing. She's the inner belt hoe. Is what she is.
Right.
You know
exactly.
I was like, wow, man, she got around.
Yeah,
she got around. That bothered me, man. I was like, man, clearly she's got daddy issues. And I will say this, Dad, he's a powerful man, and when you're a powerful man, you have a powerful ego.
Yeah.
And clearly he has that. When he his little tirade about how he provides democracy and all that, like him solely, he's the sole reason why we can sleep in a free country. Clearly that's not the case, but his ego has him believing that, and you almost have to go along with that because of what he does. And I don't even know exactly what he does, but it seems like it's pretty serious.
We sure as hell don't work at the Smithsonian. We know that for
sure. And what a weak cover! Wow.
Right. Oh yeah, he's a curator at the Smithsonian. Whatever. And there's when he was doing his tirade about the fatty Americans sitting on their couch, they sleep like a baby because I make sure that happens.
Right.
I was thinking to myself, I was like, somebody is thinking that. Somebody in the government.
Yeah.
There's a guy right now who's like,
yep.
That's what I've been trying to tell him. I've been trying to tell these people.
Now, when she went into her safe and broke the seal on that folder, I thought, because she had asked her dad, "Where's Jake?" The guy who was spying on her with the TVs and everything. So I thought she was getting the juice card so she can go and visit Jake. But what she really did was she summoned the president to the bunker and the first lady so they could hammer out what the lie was going to be. Right. I mean, it's so detailed that they were deciding how many times did I in fact sleep with the president. And she asked the first lady, "What are you comfortable with?"
That's a bold move.
That's a bold move.
It kind of took a turn because she was like, "Well, what do you want?
Yeah.
3, 5,
5. What was good?"
And she was like, 2. But it's like, okay, 2. That sounds good. But then when she started breaking it down, 2. The first time was inauguration night.
That's not cool. It's the night. Right. That's the night, man. And you cheated.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's just man.
And then after the assassination attempt,
so the assassination attempt, he's supposed to put his life in perspective and start doing the right thing and all that. No, he went right back to boning Olivia Pope. That's the one y'all are going with.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know.
I was like, that's strong right there. Look, she is no joke. The first lady is no joke. She is no joke. As she later said in the show, she said, "Being the first lady is not empowering. It's not giving me anything but time for me to be what I am, an intelligent woman who's thinking."
That's right.
That's how I'm coming up with this stuff.
That's great. And then she called Olivia Pope a whore in front of her.
Yes.
I mean, Olivia Pope has said, "If I'm going to do my job, I'm going to need you to quit calling me a whore when I'm around." And I was like, the first thing I thought about was Medea. Call her Popo ho. It's like, I was like, damn.
Don't call me a hoe to my face. But it's in the kill folder.
That's right. It is in the kill folder that you got around. Girl, you apparently were the village bicycle.
Man.
Everybody got a ride. Everybody got a ride, man. And then there comes the Clinton Lewinsky reference, right? The cigar and the blue dress and all that. I was like, man.
Are Bill and Hillary watching Scandal?
Oh yeah.
You think they sit back and watch?
Oh, I think they sit back and they laugh their butts off is what I think. I really believe that. I do.
Really?
Because they've been married for so long. And he has done what he has done for so long, right. And she's accepted it because it helped her. It helped her politically. So I think. You
don't think there's a little jab every now and then, like?
Oh yeah.
I didn't forget what you did now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
you going out back to have a cigar, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That happens all the time.
That's
but
right.
I mean, and then they laugh about it because they've been together so long. I think that's what I think. So
hey, what you gonna wear to the event tonight? It ain't gonna be no dress, Bill.
And I'm not wearing anything blue, you son of a bitch.
Right. Nothing but pantsuits.
Now, let me ask you this, Troy. Did the
Yes.
president really try and hit that in the bunker, Olivia Pope? He took off his jacket, he put his arms around. Was he going to try and hit that in the bunker, man, if she would have responded? No?
I don't think so.
I think he was, man. I
You
don't
think
know.
he was?
Yeah, you don't think he was?
He went in for the hug. I mean, to paraphrase a movie, he has Olivia at hello. He does.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants to do.
Right, that's true.
She is a woman in control that has absolutely no control over her emotions when it comes to this guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing. That's I think as I analyze the show over the last few seasons and the outpour of conversation that happens in the blogosphere about it and how people are so wrapped up with it, it's almost got this predictable element that it's like we fall for it every time. You know what's going to happen. She gets mad at him. He gets mad at her. They go their separate ways. And that phone call comes in the middle of the night.
Man, it goes to show even government employees have booty calls.
Exactly.
So and then the line. So I'm trying to decide. The line of the night was "I'm the hell in the high water."
Yeah.
The Lord didn't fill out a voter registration card.
Yeah.
Or was it Harrison's line? Are we gladiators or bitches? I don't know. What's your vote, man?
Tony, that was a great line by Harrison, but the response was as weak as I mean, it was like we're gladiators. They just kind of like he tried to sell it though. He's like, that's right.
That's right.
And I was like, no, you're bitches right now. You're bitches. You're not gladiators.
And so out of nowhere,
too many patterns on that shirt and tie, Harrison. Come on, let's calm that down a little bit now.
Let's tone that down a little bit, man.
Pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern.
Well, like we say here, pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern. So this poor Janine, this young lady who's minding her business, doing her job, and now all of a sudden she's the one who's been sleeping with the president, wrongly accused, but they got on videotape saying that she thinks he's hot. They got her email saying that he's doable.
Yeah.
And now Olivia Pope's working for her, trying to clear her name. But they seem determined, at least Melly is, to throw her under the bus. That poor girl's going to kill herself.
Well, they've already been through that once before.
Yeah, they have. They have. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
First season, yeah.
I feel like again, all of these twists. This is just the first episode.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got so many things to deal with, and we're right up front at the beginning of it. So, right. I don't know. I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic twist that nobody expected, and nobody expected to see anything like that. Right. And I'm interested to see how do you work your way out of this if Olivia, who is she's got this benevolent side to herself, always helping the wounded cat, always helping the wounded dog. So now this girl gets thrown out there with absolutely nothing. You see in the teaser that she's going to represent her and says that this woman did not have sexual relations with the president. With President Fitzgerald. So the next question, I put my news hat on. Well, so is it you? I mean,
it was you before this came out. So yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So that's quite a twist.
So the president leaked Olivia's name. That caught me off guard. I didn't think he did that. I thought actually Melly did that.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one either.
But his explanation makes perfect sense, though, Troy.
Yeah. He said,
as long as you have her under your thumb, essentially is what he's saying, then she'll never be free. So I put her name out there. Now she's free.
Right. And I'm still going to do exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm hitting that tonight.
I'm going to hit it tonight, and I'm bringing that whore into the White House.
That's right. She's going to be first whore. So, that's right. So
that's just the way it's going to be.
So I'm anxious to see next week what is in that file. What is in that file that Eli gave Cyrus that describes the president's mission that he had with Jake? Was it mass murder? Was it? It has to be something so foul because that look on Cyrus's face, that's got you waiting for next week's episode.
Well, Fitz and Ballard have a strong, strong bond,
Mm-hmm.
And there's some unresolved information. Now, first of all, where is Jake Ballard?
Yeah, well, he's
Where
in the
is he?
hole. He's in the hole.
He's in the hole,
Eli put him in the hole.
and then he did sleep with Olivia.
He did sleep with Olivia.
So is their bond, is their Navy bond going to be challenged later on this season?
Here's a question though: he slept with Olivia. Was that by orders of Eli or by orders of the president?
Or did he do it on his own?
Well, he said that was his job. He told
Well,
me
he
my
did say it
job
was his job. Well, it had to be Eli. I think Eli was is a crazy dad. Yeah, I want you to sleep with my daughter.
Yeah. How foul is that?
And remember, I'm hell and high water. So.
That's right. That's right. And are you a gladiator or a bitch? Well, apparently
handle that.
He's a bitch because he's in the hole. So, well, that's our take on the first episode of Scandal. Men on Scandal will air around 11 o'clock the night of the show. So Thursday nights around 11 o'clock Central Time, midnight Eastern Time. And then, the West Coast thing and that whole thing like that. So thank you so much for watching. Troy, thank you so much for being part of the first episode, man. I really appreciate you, man.
I have a headache, man, all this talking we've done.
In a short period of time.
Now, Tony, let me ask you this. Is our take different? Is our take so different from women? Do you think?
I don't know. Not? I don't know. I mean, because we think that Dad kind of manhandled or Dad handled Olivia.
Yes.
And I don't think anything was wrong with that. Women might think, he was a little rough on her. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'd be interested to see. Leave a comment down below and let us know.
Why not?
Yeah, let us know.
I think women might say it wasn't so rough because there was a G6 and a Swiss bank account.
Yeah, that's right.
What? No, you did. What? I can go anywhere I want to. Love you, Daddy.
Yeah, love you, Daddy. Right. That is Men on Scandal, and we'll see you next week. Troy, thanks a lot again, man.
Thank you, Tony.